So when I was looking at this earlier, I realized that the gospel is basically talking about the events of the lesson in a way. Especially when I got to the line of, let's see. Henceforth I begin to expose the power from the chaos, so that it may be seen in its terror. And the thing is that if we look at the lesson as if we are Sophia, basically this is the part of the Feb Sophia where she's risen up from the darkness, and Jesus has basically infused her with some of his power in order to burst some of the stuff that got stuck in her when she was down on the lower areas out, and basically re-granted her light power back. Then all the evil matter that had entered her was shaken, and it was purified in her. It withered and fell into the chaos. Then the refined pure light in Sophia gave power to the light of my power, which had become a crown for her head. Then the pure light in Sophia and the crown of light upon her head said, though all matter shake, yet I shall not move, for the light is with me, and I myself am with the light forever. And so, if we view ourselves as Sophia, basically, we have risen out of whatever our personal darkness is. And Jesus has been helping us the whole time. And he helps us even more by infusing us with light so that whatever remnants of whatever chaos or disorder or whatever thing we just came out of doesn't come back around, or, basically he helps us the rest of the way out. And then basically, this whole bit about the pure light in Sophia and the crown of light upon her head, that's both her own internal light and Jesus' light combined, is talking about, though all matter shake, yet I shall not move, for the light is with me, and I myself am with the light forever. And so it's one of those things, it's a combining of powers, and it's two things and it's one thing at the same time, because spiritual realms are interesting that way. And it's also a affirmation that chaos and darkness is not a thing forever. Even if we end up falling again later into the darkness, the thing about this myth is that the descent and ascension can happen as many times as we need it to, because Earth is a very particular place where darkness exists all the time. Being a light being all the time while in the physical body is much harder than it is on other levels of existence. So there's also the level of, if you rise up out of a situation and then you fall into either the same thing or something else later, try not to beat yourself up about it, because life is complicated. And this doesn't necessarily take into account, our own psychological stuff being on Earth. Because with Sophia's situation, hers was very much more cut and dry than ours, because she descended into darkness and then ascended back out of it and had all of the darkness cleansed out of her. Whereas with us, we're going through that, but we're still also on this plane of existence that has darkness around us all the time. We're not like her who's hanging out on, the 13th aeon. We're still on Earth for now, so it's much easier to get more darkness, stuck in you from one of a million things. I mean, even simple things sometimes. The human existence is a wide spread of existence and experience, and I personally think there's a reason for all of it, but it doesn't necessarily make it harder to go through it. So if you can give yourself as much grace as possible going through whatever circumstances you're going through, it'll make it easier to go through it in some ways, and it'll also make it easier to come out the other side without all those darknesses stuck inside of you. quote a country song I've quoted before. If you're going through hell, keep on moving, don't slow down, put your back into it, and you might get out before the devil even knows you're there. You can take that as literally or metaphorically as you like. It still works. So, with that, go in peace, and may the lady walk with you.